Hello friends, in the previous topic we have discussed about the thin layer chromatography, that is TLC, and now in this topic we are going to talk about the paper chromatography. So how it is very different from that of the previous one and what are the similarities, this is what we are going to talk about in this topic. So now let's get started with the paper chromatography. So friends, talking about the paper chromatography, we have to understand the technique behind the paper chromatography. It is very much similar to that of the previous one, that is the thin layer chromatography. But in paper chromatography, the principle is based on differential partitioning of the components of the mixture in two phases, that is mobile phase and in stationary phase. So this is the technique behind the paper chromatography. And what are the techniques behind the paper chromatography? Let me explain to you with the help of the following points. So in paper chromatography, we have to use special kind of the paper that is known as chromatogram. So here, basically the solution of the mixture to be analyzed is basically spotted because of the capillary on the chromatogram paper, and that is how basically it has been pointed on the baseline. It is very much similar to that of the previous technique that is we have did in the thin layer chromatography. So after that, we will dip this paper on the solvent, and that solvent is nothing but it is eluent. But since it is a paper, it cannot be directly put in the beaker which consists of solvent. Obviously we have to suspend this paper on the particular baseline of the solvent, and that is how basically the following techniques are basically been done, and it is how basically we could find that is the two components, two or more than two components, they could be easily separated out in, and that could be visible in the paper chromatography. So as the solvent rises up due to the capillary action, we could find there are different spots that could be observed on the paper, and this is how basically we could find that is once the solvent has been absorbed in the paper, now the paper is been removed and it is dried up. Since the solvent is basically a volatile component, so obviously it will get dried up very easily, and in that case we could find the components are being separated out. So after this we could easily detect whether which component it is, and this is also can be done with the help of the RF value, that is the retardation factor, that is what we have did in the previous topic. So this is one of the diagram in which I could easily explain that how this technique is been done. So this consists of a beaker which consists of a solvent, and basically this paper is basically suspended through a clip, and basically it is also been covered here, and this is the baseline to which basically there are number of spots that are been already done, and to which basically we have to determine whether which components are present or not. So here basically the colored components can be easily detected on the paper. As you can see over here, this is red one, this is purple, this is blue. So with the height from the baseline, that is from the origin, so we can easily determine the particular component with the help of the RF factor or the retardation factor, and this colored component can be determined very easily. But what if it is a colorless compound like an amino acid? So for such compounds, what we have to do is, once we have dried up this particular paper, we have to spray the neat hydrogen solution, and once the neat hydrogen solution is basically sprayed on the paper, we could find that the particular spot, it will be turned into a colored spot, and this is how basically we can easily determine the amino acid, and based on retardation factor we can easily determine which component it is. So this technique is not only applicable to separate, but it is also applicable to determine which component is present in the mixture. So this is one of the most important technique that we do in chromatography, and that's it. So thank you friends for watching this video. I hope you have understood this video very clearly, and I hope I'll see you next time. Till then, don't forget to subscribe Ekeeda channel. Thank you so much.